We have 9 million children in this country that are uninsured. It's strange, isn't it, that we won't even say that the children have a right to see a doctor when they get sick and not have to worry about paying for it. I really can't imagine what American wouldn't at least join us on that basic level. And yet we have 9 million children with no health insurance in this country. But this is part and parcel of a system that is set up to be cruel to those who are the have-nots. In other societies, in other countries, they think it's the worst thing to do is to let too many people slip between the cracks. Because if you let too many people slip between the cracks, the whole society suffers. Once you cure somebody, they're not going to need your pills for the next 30 or 40 years. So the idea is not to come up with a cure or a vaccine. The idea is to how can we make sure they continue to be sick, we'll maintain them so that they can at least get up and go to work and produce things for us, but keep them on the pills until the day they die. It's a genius system, isn't it? I mean, it really is. But that's not the way it used to be. In the early part of the first half of the 20th century, there were people like Jonas Salk, who invented the polio vaccine and essentially eradicated polio. And they asked him, they said, "Aren't you going to patent this for yourself? Because you're the inventor of it." He said, "No, I'm not. That would be immoral." He said, "Would you patent the sun? The sun belongs to everyone. This vaccine belongs to everyone." He wouldn't take anything for it. That's the way it used to be. That's the way it used to be. I have to say, I actually hold our mainstream media more responsible for this war. More responsible than George W. Bush. Because he doesn't know any better. But this media, these people do. They knew better. They knew the truth, and they were afraid to ask the questions. And that's why we're in the 5th year of this war. It's a disgusting, absolute tragedy. How do they sleep at night? How do the network correspondents and the anchors sleep? 3,500 plus dead soldiers. God knows how many dead Iraqis. Now our good friends in the press are going, "Well, I thought he was coming here to talk about health care. How did he get off on the war?" I'll tell you why they're connected. $100 billion a year on this war, and we're in the 5th year of this war? Don't ever tell me that we can't find the money again to do things like universal health care for all our people. I don't ever want to hear it. I don't ever want to hear it again. Don't ever tell me that again. We don't have the money. We have the money. Clearly, we have the money. I do want to invite those who aren't necessarily on our side of the political fence to join with us on this particular issue. And I'm asking the candidates who are running for office in this coming election year to take a pledge that involves these following 4 promises. Number 1, I support free, universal health care for every resident of the United States for a lifetime. Number 2, I support the elimination of the private insurance companies. There's no room for them. There's no room for profit. Number 3, the pharmaceutical companies need to be strictly regulated as if they were a public utility. And number 4, I want the candidates to swear that they will not take any campaign money from the pharmaceutical companies, from the health insurance companies, from the hospital corporations, and in fact, let's get the money out of politics altogether.